Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got two new Team of the Weeks, as well as some huge prime times and a new tier upgrade to the best card in the game. Guys, if you're looking for the most up-to-date NHL 22 news and info, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you do enjoy the video. Let's get into the brand new content. All right, so like I said in the opening, there are two Team of the Weeks, and it looks like they did a Halloween-themed, like, heavy hitter one. And then they also did the normal one that they always do. So in this Halloween version, we've got the forward Brent Burns card, always kind of a favorite every single year. This one comes with Spark as well as 83 speed, which is awfully tough. However, he's 6'5". This is a center build, but he's a winger. And he's got the stats of a defenseman. This is awfully tough. Like, I love what they're doing here, but the problem is they don't go in and manually change his attributes. If you take a look, his shot accuracy is so low because that's what he is as a defenseman. So, while it's cool, it's just kind of a letdown in that aspect. However, like I said, it is a really cool card and one I'm probably going to try and get to mess around with, but he is going to be very, very good up front and in the zone, but he's so slow and his shot accuracy is just woof. So there is that, but still cool, the forward Brent Burns. Then we've got the Mark Scheifele 86 overall with Thief and Tape to Tape. Comes with 88 speed, 88 acceleration, as well as high 80 shooting. I love Mark Scheifele cards. Every year, I think they're some of the most underrated every single year because he is 6'3", always has decent speed, always has a good shot. And honestly, like I said, for whatever reason, maybe it's because he plays for the Jets, no one wants to spend a lot of coins to get him, so he ends up going for pretty cheap. And with Thief, he does have quite good defensive stats as well. This is a really good winger card, and honestly, even though his faceoff rating is low, with Thief up to 77, that's more than fine, and he's a perfect center build. So this is an awesome card, even if you don't have his X Factor. These are the kind of cards where I wouldn't necessarily want to invest in his X Factor because it's a really high cost, but this 86 version is a very, very good center, and you can sell it afterwards or just cash him in for whatever new event set comes out as well later on in the year. Then we've got the 83 Tom Wilson with Spark as well. Only 83 speed, 6'4", shots in the low 80s. Very, very good at in the offensive zone as well as the defensive zone. It's getting between those two that is always going to be the issue, much like Brent Burns. Just very, very sluggish and slow. Going to be tough to use. Anyone that does not like how Jaromir Jagr feels, this is a much worse version of. We've also got the 81 Nick Foligno, and they've given Spark to a lot of these guys, which is fine for their acceleration, but their speed is 83, so we can move on from that. It's just not going to be usable. Nick Antropov, man, okay, I loved the Leafs. I grew up a Leafs fan before I became a Sharks fan in 2003. And I used to love my Leafs, but Nick Antropov, man, it's been a minute. However, 6'6", incredible. Again, heavy hitter. Like, this is a card that fits the bill for what they're trying to do. 84 speed, 84 acceleration. If you pair him with someone, or very, very fast, like Alex DeBrincat, something like that on the other side, you could really do some damage with this card. No one is going to knock him off the puck. 88 balance at 6'6", 245. There is a type of player that can do some damage with this card, and he is not going to cost a lot. Then we've got Milan Lucic. 81 speed. Obviously he fits the bill for what they're trying to do here, but 81 speed. So 81 Brian McGrattan. Again, a really cool card, but obviously for anyone that isn't playing online maybe, but you're just not going to be able to. 63 deking and 77 agility, man. He's going to turn like a boat. And it's not. He's gonna be able to do it at the speed a normal boat would do it because he's only got 81. So, cool card if you're gonna start fighting people, but that's pretty much it. Jody Shelley, same situation for my Shark. It's just funny going through these cards and seeing them because I remember watching a lot of them as a kid. Jody Shelley for the Sharks. We'll speed through these ones. Clark Gillies. I will stop actually real quick. 86 speed. That's not bad. That's enough. 6'3", decent shot. Like. This one you could get away with. It has a 75 face-off rating. Could put him at center too. This one isn't bad. Keep your eye out. This one could have some value. Again, for the guys that like to control time on attack. We've got Gino, 83 speed, 80 acceleration, 72 shot accuracy. Oh, man. The 6'5" George Parros, as well as the 81 Bob Probert. I loved his legend card, I think, in NHL 19 or 20? I think it might have been 19. God, they all just kind of jammed together. I loved it then, but 72 accuracy. On to the defenseman here, Hal Gill, 6'7", 78 speed. Jamie OLEKSIAK, 81 speed, 6'7". Like, if you paired him with Cale Makar, and you just sat him at the blue line, it is going to be so hard to get around him. And when he's in his own zone, but my goodness, 81 speed, 6'7" though. 6'9" ZDENO chart. You know what I might do? I might make a chat. Let me know in the comment section down below. If I made a video using this entire defensive core, would you guys want to see it? I kind of low-key want to make this. Everyone's speed is below 82, but my God, there are towers on the back end. We got Mark Borowiecki, 6'2", 80 speed, 67 slap shot accuracy. ROBYN REGEHR with, fly the zone. He's got 83 speed. He zooms. Under 80 shot accuracy. MARTY McSorley with light the lamp. Tough. And then we got Shevers with the distributor synergy. He's 5'11". And then Sean Burke at 6'4". Sean Burke cards actually used to be pretty good because his aggression was so low. So this actually might be a half-decent goaltender card. Anyone looking for a cheap goalie. All right, guys, moving on to the real team of the week. I'm just going to show the ones that are kind of usable because going through all of the other ones, and breaking them down, probably just not worth it. But Kyle Connor cards, love Kyle Connor cards. 6'1", his speed, while high early on in the game, 87. I wish he had a speed synergy just to get it a little bit higher. But if he goes cheap enough, the problem is that because of how the sets work, 85s have a baseline. And, even if they're not worth that, not a lot of people are going to be all jacked up to go out and use his Kyle Connor. So he's probably not going to go for that much. But because he's an 85 overall and 85s have a certain tier of value to them, it's just you're not going to be able to use it. He's going to go for more than what he's worth. However, 88 accuracy on the wrist shot. This is a really well-rounded card. And Gladiator kind of plays into his weakness too. So this could be nice. The 91 Connor McDavid. We're going to talk about him in a little bit more because this is his first tier upgrade of the year. Comes with Thief. Perfect defense. Has unstoppable force, which is awesome. All Connor McDavid cards from here on out are endgame. If you're chasing his X Factor, which I think everyone should, you don't really need to with his Connor McDavid card. However, when you get him, you should. And it should be, and you should keep doing sets until you get him. But nonetheless, there's, it could be March and you'd still be fine using this card. He's phenomenal. And it's going to cost you too much now, but, you got to think his 90 overall team of the week or prime time, that's where you're going to be able to steal him. We got the 83 Johnny Gaudreau, 91 speed. For anyone that's a free-to-play player, this is the kind of cards that have decent value because they're not going to be super expensive, and they're very, very fast. And left-handed wingers, there's not a ton of them, so this could be a nice buy. We got the free-to-play legend, Victor Olofsson. Maybe I just upgrade? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that. Anyone that's watched my free-to-play series, I love base Victor Olofsson for whatever reason. He's got 87 speed, 87 acceleration. This, again, is another great free-to-play card. Has mid-80s shooting, and with booming shot can get it even higher. This is a nice card for anyone that's just starting out. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins up next, 83 overall with heart and soul. Not going to activate that. Just a very ho-hum centerman. Nothing really to see here. Got the 82 Robert Thomas, 85 speed, 86 acceleration. Same kind of thing as Nugent-Hopkins. You're just not going to use him at center, so it's even less value because he's going up against other right-handed wingers. There's a lot of them. Troy Terry, another free-to-play GOAT on the Xbox team. Just, again, not enough here. There's much better, cheaper cards that you can get that are much better. Pierre-Luc Dubois, 83 with 6 foot. He's 6'3" with 85 speed, 85 acceleration. Good center build, but only 70 faceoff, even though it doesn't really matter that much. If you're very, very good on the draw, you can get away with using him as a good centerman. We got SAKU, MÄENALANEN, 6'4", 82 speed. So, again, just a recognizing someone in the Euro leagues. My God. MATEJ STRANSKY, 6'2", 83 speed and acceleration. We got Jack Quinn. Man, I always forget that the Sabres took Jack Quinn. 85 speed, 85 acceleration, but 69 endurance. I don't know why. His shot is messed up. I hate the attributes in some of these cards. JALEN, LUYPEN, 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 93 shot power. Okay. That could be interesting. Then we've got the 83 Ryan Ellis. 86 speed, 87 acceleration. Does have bombarded, which is good for defensemen. And quick pick. Nice cheap right-handed defenseman option. So in the same vein as Cale Makar, this is going to be a little more defensive, and I love that quick pick ability. This is a nice right-handed defenseman for anyone that can't afford Adam Foote or Seth Jones. We got 83 Neil Pionk, 87 speed and acceleration. Again, another right-handed guy. I like Bouncer as well. He's got booming shot, which does help him a little bit as well. He's not very big, but with booming shot activated, his body check gets up to 84. Again, another cheap option for you on the back end, and there's not a lot of those. So, again, for anyone that doesn't have the top-end guys, Neil Pionk could be an option. I'd rather have Ryan Ellis, but The 5'11" Jamie Drysdale, 81 overall. I love his speed and acceleration. His endurance is only 79, though. Body checking 76. It's such a liability in your own zone. However, I do really love Jamie Drysdale cards. Severson, 6'2", 85 speed and acceleration. You know, this is a nicer, bigger option. If you have Quinn Hughes and you're looking for a cheap pairing, this could be one. We've got the 78 Lucas Cormier, not really going to be usable at all. And then Jonathan Podas with Fly the Zone, so not going to be usable there either. And then in net, we've got the 83 Ilya Sorokin, who's been absolutely nuts with distributor. Only 6'2". I think they're better goaltenders that you could go out and get. And the 6'7" Mikko Koskinen. However, a lot of his stats are capped because he's so tall, but man, it could be fine. The bigger goaltenders always seem to work out. We also got a bunch of Superstar Origins cards. This might be the last release of them. 85 Shea Weber, 6'4", with 1T Superstar ability and Light the Lamp. Very, very big, has a good shot. The accuracy is rough. You know, but 1T does help with that, so that could be an interesting combination. He's always a very, very good defenseman because he's so hard to get around. This could be a nice card for sure, especially if you have Light the Lamp activated. Yuri Lettinen, 6 foot, 85 overall with booming shot and quick pick. That's something you really want on a centerman, but it's not terrible to have because it's only 2 points. Really good. It's a really good superstar ability any way you look at it. 86 speed, 86 or 85 acceleration, and a really, high 80 shot, especially with booming shot activated. This could be a nice right-handed winger card. I mean, if you can't afford Panarin, something like that, he should be cheaper. So look out for the Yuri Lettinen. Also have the 84 Nicholas Backstrom. There's not a lot of good centermen in the game. With Thief activated, he becomes a very, very good one. 6'1", has 88 speed and acceleration, mid-80s shot. You know, there's no body checking, but defensively, he's got 90 defensive awareness, and his faceoffs get up to 79 as well. This could be a really nice one, and again, there's not a lot of good centermen. Going for like 12,000 right now, in my opinion, anyone that's free to play, this should be a must on your team for center. There's just not very many good, cheap centerman options. And then lastly, we've got the 88 Nikita Kucherov with Gladiator and Third Eye. I didn't think they would do it this quickly, but I knew EA would, make an event card because he's not going to get a Team of the Week or Primetime. And anyone that had his X Factor card just made out like a bandit because now he's got an 88. So that means he goes up a tier with his X Factor, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. This is a great card. You don't need to have his X Factor because he's probably not going to get another upgrade for a while. And he is out at least 8 to 10 weeks. But this is a very, very good card. One of the best left-handed wingers in the game. We also got a Primetime Vasilevsky, 87 overall with Wingman and No Timer. That's actually a really cool superstar ability. This might be one of the best goaltenders now. The one-timer or the no-timer superstar ability. That's actually sick. Let me know how he plays. His next card will get an upgrade to his X Factor. Last thing I want to look at, guys, is our new tier to the 91 Connor McDavid, and it will unlock another synergy. You could go from Applesauce to Protector. I like Applesauce a little bit more, to be honest with you. However, this, like I said, the best cards in the game no matter what. And one thing I want to mention is that, so it could cost you 70,000 coins or 3 power-up collectibles. You can make those power-up collectibles for less than 25,000 a piece. So make sure you do the math, especially if you have untradables. Make sure you go ahead and make those power-up collectibles with that X Factor set before you spend the 70,000 coins. But just keep that in mind as you're definitely going to want to do the upgrade for Connor McDavid. It's not super expensive. If you have him, you probably have a lot of coins. But make sure you're doing it the cheapest route possible. So if you have some power-up collectibles, go ahead. These are the cards to use them on. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's content. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.